Hey! What's up? It's Game Pulse, Keith Tyler, and 2 days ago, a great game called Batman Arkham Origins came out. And we're gonna do our first impressions video because both of us have played a little bit of it. And just wanted to get like our thoughts going into it out onto the interwebs.
Yeah, on the YouTubes.
Yep. So, I just started playing because I didn't get it the day it came out because I didn't have the money, nor was I able to go somewhere to get it. So, I got it yesterday because today's, to put a timestamp on this is Sunday. I got it yesterday, and I enjoy it. It feels familiar, and there's a couple things that are kind of new and slightly different. Right off the bat, a lot of the combat is the same, the way it plays out. The only two things I noticed is that there's some new fighting animations, just a couple, and then also it seems like with the countering system, it's a lot more forgiving than it was in the first game. Like you had, or at least in Arkham City. Arkham City, you had to. There was a little bit of time where if you hit it too late, you would miss it. Now they looks like it seems like they've given you a little bit of time to be able to get down and hit the button, and so far the story's alright. It hasn't drawn me in exactly yet, but then again, according to that, I'm only 7% of the way through the game, so I mean, I can be a little bit farther, but I'm sure it'll grip me in. So yeah, we'll give a little bit of that.
I'm sure the story will get really good when Joker shows up.
It always does.
That's when it'll probably get serious. So far, I mean, the story is kind of cool though. It does feel a little familiar to Arkham City because you're tracking down Penguin, at least so far where we are, kind of early in the game. It's not too big of a spoiler. But you end up tracking down Penguin, kind of like you ended up tracking down Penguin in Arkham City. Combat, yeah, like Keith was saying, combat seems a little easier this time. I feel, maybe it's just because, I'm fighting enemies that, aren't that skilled or something yet. But, you don't really take that many hits. Although, when you do get in combat, you get graded, which is kind of cool. It's okay. I'm not really sure how the grading system works yet.
I think it's probably. I would immediately assume it's based on like, did you use gadgets? Did you get hit? Did you successfully counter? Did you?
I think it also takes into account who you took down. Like, was it a sniper? Was it a regular dude?
Yeah, like if
and how you did it.
Like I noticed the one thing when you fight like a big guy and you have to beat the hell out of him, it gets an extreme threat level, and then like I think I got I got like a B on that, so I guess I didn't do too bad.
Yeah, I did one where there was just 3 guys and I took them all out silently and I got an S grade.
What's S?
I don't know. It said Apex Predator or something like that. I think S is above A.
S is I think S might be a separate thing where S is like you're
because
again,
I wasn't seen.
You're awesome at being a predator.
And I think the lower the threat level, the higher the grade you get because my threat level was very low.
Yeah,
so the overall, I mean, it's kind of cool. It kind of, in ways, pushes you to become better in combat. Do things better with your skills.
Yeah, one thing also that I think is cool is that again you're starting off kind of like with the bare minimum gadgets you had, which I thought was cool. But then also they immediately give you the back claw accelerator, the grapple accelerator, which is something that you had to do all the AR 3 or 4 of the AR trainings in Arkham City. So if you didn't do that, you didn't have it. Now it's just given to you, and I think that's nice. It makes navigating a lot easier. It makes it go a lot faster, which I'm sure there'll be something where you have a time limit. So yeah. But then like we were saying, it's kind of easy. But I mean, the only part that was really difficult was you get to it's in the goddamn trailer, so it's not that much of a spoiler. It's fight against Deathstroke. That was hard because it's kind of because now again he can kind of counter you, and it's all very it's a different kind of fighting. They move the camera in a lot more, so it's a little bit more up close and personal, which I thought was cool. But then other than that, I mean, it's, again, it plays the same, but that was challenging, and even like the first fight against Killer Croc is kind of difficult in a way, but then it's not that bad at the same time. So, other than that, I mean, what else is there? I mean, there's
Who does Batman? The voice. Who's doing the voice?
the original or this one?
This one.
I'm not sure.
I cannot find this.
Wait, go up to the top, and well, because I'm assuming he'd be shit. But I mean, well, that's something to talk about. Like, Kevin Conway is not, voicing Batman in this game, but the guy we'll have him maybe here in a second. The guy who does voice Batman does a good job. He sounds a lot like him.
Roger Craig Smith.
Okay. Roger, he does sound a lot like him in like the traditional Batman, but then I notice it's kind of funny sometimes he has almost a Christian Bale-esque-ness to his voice, and I think that's kind of funny as maybe like a little reference to the Dark Knight trilogy, which is kind of cool. I mean, everybody seems to hate Christian Bale's Batman, but I like him.
I like it too. I think he's doing a really good job so far. They made Batman a lot more pissed off.
He's
a lot more
aggressive. He's not.
He's younger. It's like you're seeing him transform from this aggressive guy to this stealthy guy.
The guy that you know from like the comics and whatnot.
Right.
I think it's cool because it's the beginning of his career. Everybody looks younger. Like
yeah.
Alfred looks younger. He's got like some 5 o'clock shadow going on. He's got some fuzz.
So does Batman.
Yeah, Penguins looks younger still even then, and and that's the only really the only guy we've encountered that's in
just the way when you find Penguin, how Batman's just so aggressive and just picks him up and starts literally beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, it's just this game is brutal.
Damn.
Like I thought Arkham City was brutal compared to like because these are based off of the cartoons. I thought this is brutal. So
yeah, which I thought was really cool. I was gonna say something. The city's not that bad. Like all of Gotham so far of what I've seen, it's kind of fun. I in my mind though, it's a little bit visually bland compared to Arkham City. Like I feel there's not as many bright lights and just fun things to see.
Yeah.
But it is kind of cool. I noticed that you can't really. There's not as many things to grapple onto.
Maybe. I mean, again, maybe
weird.
it's not. Again, it's maybe that plays into like the time frame thing.
Yeah.
They notice maybe some of the buildings aren't as tall. There's not as many buildings. Something like that. But like one of the cool things is you right after you do the penguin thing and you're on to the next thing, which is where we stopped. You're in Amusement Mile, which is Joker's hideout from Arkham City. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's cool. Mm-hmm. And I think I like how they've just been introducing other people. Riddler's in there. You meet him really quickly in the game, kind of like in Arkham City too. You meet him pretty quickly, and then all kinds of other things. You meet this guy Anarch. I mean, they just kind of throwing all kinds of people, and it's really cool. I like that.
And the fight with Killer Croc right in the beginning.
Oh yeah,
that was badass when you had to fight him.
Yeah, it's just I feel like they're at least story wise so far they're pulling out all the stops. I think. Like if you were expecting a completely different game, then you might as well just play Arkham City. But if you want I want the story, then this is definitely a game.
That's what that's why I got this, because I was so blown away by Arkham City's story. I wanted another really awesome Batman story. And so far, this isn't disappointing. Just gameplay wise, I can see if someone's a little turned off by it being a little samey.
Yeah,
because it is slightly samey. I'm just worried about how much innovation's actually in this game. You know what I mean? Rather than they just kind of, how do I say it? A little bit of copy paste, new city, awesome new story. That's what I'm hoping that it's not. No, I'm only we're only a little bit into the game, so I'm not completely saying that's how it is. I'll
we'll
make that judgment when we finish it.
But one of the cool things, which is, we both pre-ordered it. You get the bonus stuff. We were checking out playing as Deathstroke a little bit, and since you played as him, I just kind of watched. You can give the.
He's fun to play with, like, combat wise, when you're just like beating the shit out of everybody. So he feels a lot different than Batman. Like, he feels really big and bulky, which, I mean, that's kind of what he looks like. He's not some
ninja,
little ninja stealth guy.
Well, he kind of is, but he's not. He's more of an in-your-face kind of guy.
Yeah, and I did one where you just beat the shit out of people, and then I did one like a Predator. The Predator was kind of difficult, probably also because of the enemies and the situation. There was a jammer and there was a bunch of armored enemies and stuff, but stealth-wise, I'm not sure how to really feel about him. It was okay.
Yeah, by what I saw, he looks like a lot of fun. Like that's why I liked all the characters. Why I love Catwoman from Arkham City, because she was completely different to play as than Batman.
Yeah.
Playing as Robin and Nightwing a little bit when you get the DLCs, they were all fun too. So I mean, I didn't expect it to be the same, but like, just some things. It was kind of weird, like how I want to know what they added to him, because I mean, Batman's I think is the only one in Arkham City that could do the. No, Nightwing can do it too, but I mean, like, who can do the inverted takedowns? I wonder what they added to Deathstroke to make him unique in that sense. I don't know, so I mean...
And if this game ends up being, once you play through all the story, just, like, kind of a rehash of old things, pretty much everything, not that many new things, but a great story, I don't even think I could really be that overly disappointed. Just because, in ways, it's kind of like... Arkham City, everything was perfected so well, where can you really go with it? In ways, you know what I mean?
The only thing is maybe some new gadgets that throw... The only thing is new enemy types, some new gadgets, they already did introduce one, the Deathstroke's line launcher thing.
Yeah, that is
and then, just... They added a skill tree, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
they added skill tree, which is like, now you get perks. It's more, instead of just, you unlock this, and it's just like, you get a random thing. Or, it's randomly kind of scattered. It's all kind of tree-based. So that's like an RPG-ish element. I think it's kind of cool. You have to put your points to where they need to go more better.
Yeah.
That's really
I can't wait to see more of this story. I am a huge sucker for great Batman stories.
Oh, yeah. Batman.
Like, I love Arkham City's story. It was fucking godly. I love the Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises movies. Anytime there's a great Batman story, I just can't get enough of it. So
yeah, so...
that's the best part. And so far, the dialogue, the voice acting is superb. It really is.
I think it might even...
It might be better
than the first game.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, you don't have the voice, you don't have Mark Hamill being the Joker, you don't have Kevin Conroy being Batman, but I mean, it's still, these guys are probably doing just as good a job, and I think it's,
Yeah.
So I don't doubt that there'll be great things from this game.
We'll probably mention it more later with the review, so this doesn't drag on. But game is slightly glitchy.
A little bit.
There's a little bit of things, but we'll get into that later. But so far, Warner Brothers Games has done a fantabulous job taking this over from Rocksteady. So.
Yep. So I mean, we'll probably put the review up here. I mean, once we beat the game, which I hopefully won't be too terribly soon, or once we get farther in the game.
Yeah.
To point, but so yeah, you can stick around for that, because that'll be hopefully go up soon. So like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Favorite the video. Drop a comment. Tell us what you think about it. Tell us whether we're stupid or whatever.
Watch the video.
Yeah, watch the video. But I mean, at this point, you must have already watched it. So I mean,
That's true.
yeah, okay. Bye.